It appears that one of the pressing issues of our time and affecting especially as I read young people is an increase in anxiety. Maybe that's true of you as well. And today we have at least an indication of God and God's desire in the face of anything that would cause anxiety in us. And the refrain 3 times in the gospel, be not afraid, is there. Easier said than done, right? So we recognize that it's it's not just going to change like that, but what is it that will help us? And that's recognizing, I sense, the power and the importance of our faith. And that can be a little scary sometimes too, in the sense if maybe we're not feeling it. But today, the encouragement I sense is to have this recognition of our place both before God and within God's embrace. Seems to be that even in our brokenness, or as the prophet today in the first reading recognized clearly as God's magnificence was so present before him, and yet with faith and the touch of the coals to his lips, purifying grace, he was able to trust God and go forward even in the face of what was initially anxiety-producing. I'm a sinner. I can't do that. I can't go forward. But with God's grace and this invitation to trust, there's an opportunity for us to grow in that direction. Again, not easy, but I guess that's why we're not here alone. We have one another, and the encouragement of the faith of others. Maybe when their faith is a little stronger than mine, I can hear them praying, I can hear them singing, I can hear them and their joy. And even though I might not feel that same way, or might be on my way to that, I can hold fast to that witness and the support that I'm not alone. So I hope that might guide us as we hear this invitation from Jesus today, recognizing what it might take. We've been hearing an awful lot about the importance and the power of faith, and Jesus himself seemed limited by the lack of faith of those around him. So maybe that's what we could pray for today, be nourished by and with people of faith around us, the saints that we come to venerate here, acknowledging St. Anthony, the finder of the lost things. Could that be something that might help us, his intercession? Mary, who even in the face of the mysteries that were part of her journey of salvation history, pondered those things and continued to find ways to trust God in the face of great challenges. So we know that even suffering was not excluded from her life, and I'm sure that's true of St. Anthony, and I know it's true of us. So let's see how God might be working to help us both ease one another's sufferings a bit, but also to show forth the power of faith and the importance of our choices, just by the very fact that we've decided to be here today. That has an impact. That means something, both to ourselves, of course, and maybe to those around you who see you, recognize you trying your best to be faithful to God and seeking ways through the anxieties and fears to trust and hold on to that garment of God. There's a great poem by Jessica Powers, "The Garments of God," she says. And she grasps onto them with the hands of her faith. So she might give us a way of saying, okay, Lord, help me to take hold of that, to trust you, and that you continue to work in my life in ways that might help the decisions I make in relationship with you to come to fruition, both in living out my life of faith and giving that witness to those in my life.